Social justice is this idea of recognizing that we all deserve things and processes and experiences in our life that would allow us to be successful, that would allow us to be safe, that there's equal footing for all of us. This idea that we should have access to things that make us be successful, that allow us to be successful. And so that then leads into this idea of social capital. Who do you have access to? And through your relationships, through your social capital as an adult, can you help to steer some of those resources to individuals that need them most? Can you impact someone's life? And I think through Big Brothers Big Sisters of Greater Dallas that we've done just that through our bigs and littles relationships. The goal would be that as mentoring begins to have this beautiful relationship, an organic way of moving through life together, having experiences and opportunities that would open up the door for you that perhaps otherwise would not be open to you had you not had access to social capital. And I think once we begin to see that, once we have those experiences, collectively, we begin to recognize that we have more in common that we do that's different. And so I think it broadens the horizon for both the big and the little. And when I'm speaking about Big Brothers, Big Sisters, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about connecting hearts with hearts, people with people, and recognizing that indeed is the beauty of humanity.
Big Brothers Big Sisters does an amazing job creating an environment where bigs and littles can impact and influence each other's lives. And they do it hundreds of times over every single year, impacting thousands of lives. So from a social justice, social capital perspective, they create relationships that add value that then go out and influence the world. From my own perspective, I'm a big. I've been with the program for nearly 10 years. I met my little when he was 12, and now he's 21. He's in college, he's working, and he's doing really well in life. I'm so proud of him. And from my opinion, Big Brothers Big Sisters does an amazing job creating forever relationships. Those match support specialists that staff on every single one of the engagements are really something that I think is an unsung hero. My match support specialist made sure that we had everything we needed to succeed. So when I look back on the last 10 years, I often think to myself, I didn't know that I was going to get so much value out of being out in the program. I didn't know that it was going to change my life as much as it changed. And I'm so appreciative of it.
My name is Jeronica, but I go by Chris Hawkins and now Wilson, and I'm an assistant district attorney at the Dallas County DA's office since October 20th, 2009. So I grew up in West Dallas in an environment that every day was focused on destroying my dreams, my hopes, my aspirations, my ambitions, and my expectations for myself. I had a family that really fought the process. They wanted us to be better than the neighborhood, but they didn't have the tools and they didn't know. And my mom and my grandmother could see that in us. We wanted to be more than this neighborhood. And then ultimately, the Big Brothers Big Sisters program came along, and this organization provided the vehicle to drive us out of there, literally with mentorship and friendship and respect and caring and growth and exposure. And so I ended up being matched with Gail Gamble at the time, and now she's Gail Gamble King. She was Gail Gamble. Everyone wants to be special. Whether you admit it or not, you do. And as a child, all you want is for when you walk in the room, someone's eyes to light up and say, hey, she's here. To my mentor, it was always excitement. She was always happy I came. And she was available, and she was ready, and she was so prepared. Whether she knew it or not, she's a superhero. She really is. My parents did the best they could, and I appreciate them every day for it. But they could only take me so far. They had to let my hand go and put my hand in Gail's hand. So Gail walked me to college. Gail walked me through that process. Gail walked me into law school. Gail is the factor that allowed me to be able to get to the next level of my life and see other things and do other things and expose me to other things. And I just have to stop and thank God for the trajectory of my life, because this program changed that. The expectation was for me to live and die in that neighborhood. I would have maybe had kids, been receiving public assistance. And it is only by God's grace, this program, and my family's trust in the program, and Gail's heart, that I got to do something other than become a statistic. The possibilities are endless, and it's not lost on me the fact that a kid doesn't know that. A kid doesn't know that because a kid hasn't been told that yet. Everyone deserves to be defended and protected and supported and to grow in a safe and nurturing environment, because you don't know who this kid is going to be. So it would be my wish that every child could have a mentor that needed one, because I believe every child does. That is the absolute difference in success and failure in my mind and in my heart.